That's all. So once again, as I say, the mentioning and or acknowledgement of a reality is not the same as a support or a justification of said reality. So for me, I'm not too shooken or affected by how someone said things. I'm a man, not a male, a man. Figure if you're a man, you got a set of keys on. You know what I'm saying? You're going to figure this out. If you're a woman, not a female, but a woman, you got your set of keys. You can work through verbal connotations or whatever, any parts of someone's dialogue or whatever, how they vocab, whatever how they speak, how they talk. If we really got something that we got going on, we're talking about how we're making a living. We're talking about something this is building towards us paying our bills or whatnot, taking care of our kids and what. There's nobody's tone gonna throw me off my goddamn money. Nobody's tone gonna throw me off my money. I can't. Oh wait, who you? Cause that's what ends up happening. Things go left, and and maybe in certain situations people can snap and say something to that person. Oh, but if like I know, especially when you work in a environment, or you're in an environment where it's a diverse group of people there, people of other cultures, of other races, right? We've seen this plenty of times. It's so easy to take offense. What spot? It's weird, a place where the victim stance, right? Taking the victim stance. Understand, not being truly victimized, but taking the victim stance is a highly rated position. I mean, so much that you really don't, if there's a hero in that aspect, you don't really pay attention to the hero. You focus on the victim, and then you target said villain, right? That victim stance it's a crazy space, and a lot of people do it real fast. So you have to be aware of that, and there lies there's another set of those keys that's on that key ring. You have to be able to see things before they come. When you have these situations where we're about to get to another space based off of how something was said versus what was said. I'm speaking this all through just the what was said is the positive aspect of what we need to do, because we can have negative aspects of what was said and then how you approach that. That's something else. I'm not trying to focus on negative at the moment. We can come back. Maybe it'd be a part 2 where I may talk about how do you rate, or how do you match up how something was said versus what was said when the what was said was super negative, right? Anyway, once we put ourselves in that space where we're like, I'm just gonna completely he can't, and ain't nobody gonna talk to me that way. You building up some stuff that ain't even worth anything, and the way this world go, things go left very fast. Things go left very fast. So you gotta go to that keychain, not to that thing. You gotta go to that keychain and see your set of keys, so that way we can avoid these situations. Time and time again, majority of fights or whatever the case may be, big arguments, they're not based on, oh, well, this person robbed me, or this person killed this person, or this person stole from. They're not always based on those things. It's always based on something somebody said. And whether it was taken out of context or whether it was held in the proper context, it's always based off of something to that effect, right? So now we're talking about words that are said. What are those words that were said, right? Once we go into that space, it's a hard time to try to get back out of it. So why not step in the front end, like I said, use those keys? I almost went to that negative aspect of what you said, right? But the how, we're gonna stick with that how, right? Some people talk with tone. I have a friend named D, and everybody and those who know me, when I'm saying it, they're gonna know they know, and that's what we go by D. You know his real name. We're not about to give no governments, but for all our life, he talks loud. Well, he would talk loud. I mean, these days, kind of, he has a little bit more mellow things going on with him at the moment. But historically, talks loud, big guy, has an aggressive type of delivery. And we've been places where I would literally read people's faces because I'm trying to be as much observant as I can. Definitely, of course, I'm more sober, but even when you're not, you got to be more observant. And I would see, people's faces, and I can read it because they're like, man, who he? And you can see him like, what do you talk? Who he talk to like that? Why he? All the while, I know this is how he talks, right? Now, are we justifying it? No. We're not going to say that this is how you need to accept, that's how you need to talk. But you, as a human, need to go ahead and be like, wait a minute now. Let me check my keys real quick. Figure this out. A lot of people don't want to avoid that. Now, mind you, he's like 6'4", 300 something pounds. So, not too many people just instantly ready to challenge. But that's neither here nor there. The whole point of the matter is it was definitely situations, and then like I said, as he got older, he was able to become more aware of it, and to where we would be like, oh no, it's not that. I know how it's not that though. I know how I sound. No, hey, bro, no, it's not. Believe me, it's not that. And to a point where he's seen it in himself a few times, and he, was able to address it. But that was one of those. That's a situation of moments of how he said things. People would, and they would feel some type of way. So I asked everybody, the way this world is going, we all in the space where we want to try to make it a better place, at least for ourselves, for our kids, and so on and so forth. Let's all embrace the fact that the world is about communication and confrontation. Just that part, There's other things that we can add to it and everything else. But communication, confrontation. Communication is the key in preventing and resolving confrontation. Let's use that. Let's not worry about the hows and the whats. Let's focus on what's more important. Is getting the job done more important? Or showing someone that you tougher than them, or that you would beat their ass, is that your importance? I mean, if that's what you want, then that's what you want. But I know if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So I'm gonna leave it at that right there. Let's just keep that going. I don't mind. Steal it, take it. It ain't copywritten, or is it? Always and forever, I appreciate everyone who watches. If you like what you're seeing, want to see more, definitely subscribe. Click that bell notification so you can get those alerts. Leave comments, questions, thoughts, likes, dislikes. Catch y'all later. Humble City Real. In a minute, y'all.